Welcome to Brand Management course, Unit Product Development, topic the reasons for new product failure. Why new product fails? Let us understand with some important factors which leads to product failure. Starting with lack of product differentiation. For a new product to win initial trials and then ongoing repeat businesses, it needs to bring something new to the marketplace. Potential customers need an incentive such as additional benefits or some form of variety to be persuaded to try and buy a new product. Without any real point of difference, the new product is likely to fail. And this is practically provable with reference to the competition. The second factor is poor retailing. Most retailers are pretty happy with their existing merchandising mix and also need to be persuaded that the new product has value for them and their customers. Many new products will fail because they do not obtain the necessary distribution and market coverage to be viable due to the lack of interest from most retailers. Weak product design. Virtually all products that are put to development and launch practically sound good on planning stage or good on documentation stage. However, during the development phase, when final design decisions are made at the product which is actually developed and produced, this may not go exactly to plan. The end result is a poorly designed or poor quality product which is unlikely to generate a large number of repeat sales. Proven and existing customer loyalty in the market. The success of new product will rely upon existing consumers being willing to switch from their current purchases or entering a market where there are a significant proportions of first-time customers without any established brand loyalty. In many cases, existing customer inertia, the unwillingness to switch brands will limit the potential success of a new product. Clearly, this phenomenon will vary by type of product. For example, many basic supermarket products are bought by consumers who will follow simply habitual loyalty and are less likely to switch as a result. Weak promotion. Most new products require a reasonable degree of promotional support to build brand awareness and to access distributional channels and retailers. With a limited launch budget or a poorly executed launch, then the success of new product is less likely. Adverse media attention. Occasionally, a new product may attract adverse media attention, usually related to deficiencies in the product design, price level, or early use problems experienced by consumers. If this occurs in today's internet connected world, it becomes difficult to achieve new product success. Aggressive competitors' actions. Virtually all new products are designed to take market share away from established competitors. Therefore, some form of competitor reaction should be expected. In some cases, competitors will increase their level of promotion, reduce prices, leverage retail relationships to discourage their partners from supporting a new product from a competitor, or even launch a similar product themselves. Poor pricing or cost structure. New products may suffer from a poor pricing and cost structure. Sometimes companies will design products with many features in an attempt to bring something new to the market. As a result, these products are often more costly to produce, but the firm expects the marketplace to have a willingness to pay more for a better product. This may or may not be the case, and this product strategy may be quite successful or be perceived as a poor value in the market. In line with this concern, as expensive development process along with the expensive launch may necessitate the need to charge a higher price, which again may or may not be accepted by the marketplace. Weak supporting brand equity. As we know, new brands or new products launched under a strong brand have a greater likelihood of success. This is because the brand has an existing customer following the loyalty. These consumers are more likely to trial the new products produced by a brand that they trust and like. Obviously, the reverse will apply. Weak brands do not have the same degree of customer loyalty or brand awareness and therefore less likely to generate strong sales due to their brand support. Small target market. In today's marketing world, market segments are fragmenting and a number of companies now pursue niche markets. While niche markets provide a suitable and possible attractive market if there is no or little competition, they have the danger of being relatively small. Clearly, a small target market will generate less sales volume and is less financially viable as a consequence. No clear need or perceived product benefits. For the new to the world products, they have the extra concern of whether their benefit or features are actually meeting the market need. By their very nature, this classification of new product are something new to the marketplace and provide a different solution to an established need and something a solution to need it does not exist in the minds of the customer. Therefore, if the company misreads this situation, then the level of sales is likely to be disappointing. This is relatively common with backyard inventors who think that their new invention is the next big thing. The poor internal marketing. Service companies in particularly rely on internal staff such as retail staff and call center staff, and therefore other customer contact personnel. Usually they are the sales or fulfillment part of the overall launch and the marketing process of the new product. Surprisingly, without an internal marketing program to convince the staff members of the benefits of the new product for their customers, many of them will be reluctant to sell or help switch customers to the new product. Existing product cannibalization. A risk associated with the product line extension is that it may simply cannibalize an existing product. So in essence, while the new product may be successful because it could take significant sales away from an established product, the overall new product could be deemed a failure by management. This is because the company has invested time and money into bringing new product to market, yet no additional profitability has been delivered to the bottom line. However, of course, there are companies who believe in the importance of cannibalizing their own products, primarily as a competitive defensive measures. For example, 3M. Thank you.